Welcome to our Tax and Accounting channel. Today we are going to talk about Irs Installment Agreements. This is one of the most frequently used programs offered by the IRS to assist those who cannot afford to pay their tax. I am Gary Massey, a CPA and the owner of a tax and accounting firm. I help taxpayers save taxes and stay out of IRS trouble. The installment agreement is basically a payment plan, and there are four types. The first type is the Automatic Installment Agreement. This is for those who owe less than $10,000 in tax, and they can pay the tax in full within 3 years. It's easy to get and very straightforward. That's why it's called automatic. The second type of installment agreement is a streamlined agreement. This is for those who owe less than $50,000 in tax. And what's new for 2020 is this program has been increased to $100,000 in tax. So for those who owe up to $50,000, they have to be able to pay the tax within 6 years. And between $50,000 and $100,000, they now have 7 years to pay the tax. That is a new opportunity under the installment agreement program for those in 2020. If you qualify for a streamlined installment agreement, you do not have to prepare financial statements. So that is a big savings in time and effort. And let me just give you one strategy. If you owe more than the $100,000, you should consider bringing your tax below that $100,000 threshold so you can take advantage of the easier streamlined installment agreement program. Another type of installment agreement is the Partial Pay Installment Agreement. This is the same as a regular installment agreement, except that the amount that you can afford will not repay the whole tax within the time remaining on the 10-year statute of limitations. It's called partial pay because you're going to have a monthly payment, but it's not going to be for the whole amount. So in some ways, it's similar to an offer in compromise. The IRS will revisit the matter every 12 to 18 months to see if your situation has changed. And then finally, there's the fourth category, which we call a regular installment agreement. This is for those who owe too much for a streamlined installment agreement, or they cannot afford to pay the tax back within 7 years. So what makes this program different is that you have to submit detailed financial statements along with support for all of your numbers. And based upon this, the IRS will create an installment agreement which is calculated according to your ability to pay. Now, as long as you stay in compliance with your taxes and make your monthly installment agreements, you will not hear from the IRS further as long as you have a regular installment agreement, or for that matter, any installment agreement. The IRS will not revisit the matter. The IRS will not increase your monthly payment amount. You're basically done. And then finally, I just want to talk about defaults. A taxpayer will default on their installment agreement by doing any of the following. Number one, if they incur a new tax by filing a tax return with a balance due. Number two, if they fail to file a tax return on time. And then number three, if they fail to make their monthly installment payments as agreed. So what happens if you default? Well, at that point, you either have to pay the whole tax in full or negotiate a brand new installment agreement. Now, that's a pain in the neck, and that's going to cause you work and unnecessary professional costs. So I would recommend that you do everything that you can to avoid defaulting on your installment agreement. One of the tricks that I recommend to people is using an automatic draft from their bank account to ensure that their payments are made in a timely fashion. So failure to maintain compliance is going to void any deal that is made with the IRS, including an installment agreement. And that in general is why tax compliance is so important when dealing with the IRS. And as I mentioned in other videos, tax compliance means filing your tax returns on time and paying your required tax payments, whether they are withholding from your payroll or quarterly estimated tax payments, or if you're a business owner, payment of your payroll taxes. I hope you have found this short video to be useful. If so, please give it a thumbs up. We appreciate that. And make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep on sending you tax-related videos. And let me know what you think of the installment agreement program by leaving a comment below. If you need more personalized attention, feel free to reach out to me on our website, or you are more than welcome to send me an email, and I will do my very best to help you. And of course, you can also call my office, ask to speak with me personally, and I will do everything that I can to help you in your situation. For now, I wish you all the best, and I look forward to seeing you next time.